Before tip-off at Paycom Center on May 18th, Oklahoma City held a back-to-back MVP ceremony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The building was loud. The Thunder were 8-0 in these playoffs. And the San Antonio Spurs found out late that De'Aaron Fox was not playing. Victor Wembanyama's response to all of that was 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks in 49 minutes of double overtime basketball. Final score, Spurs 122, Thunder 115. But the stat line is not the lesson. The lesson is how. If you want to understand what made this performance different, what elevated it from great to genuinely historic, the concept you have to start with is adaptability. Wembanyama did not force one approach. He read every coverage layer Oklahoma City put in front of him and attacked the specific weakness that coverage created, possession by possession, all night long. The key is what Wembanyama was processing before the action even started. Oklahoma City came in with a 3-layer defensive scheme anchored by Chet Holmgren. On any pick and roll or pick and pop action, their base coverage was a high drop. Holmgren sagging below the level of the screen, protecting the roll lane and the lob, but surrendering the mid-range and the short pop. It is a trade-off that works against most big men. Wembanyama is not most big men. When the Spurs ran elbow or slot isolations, OKC switched guards onto Wembanyama, banking on length and active hands to prevent driving angles. That switch creates an entirely different problem for Oklahoma City. Wembanyama recognized it immediately, and when ball pressure intensified, the Thunder would show aggressively, trying to force early picks and rushed decisions. Wembanyama never hesitated. His eyes were always one step ahead of the action. Once this starts playing out, you can watch it happen in real time. Against Holmgren's high drop, Wembanyama ran the ghost screen. No real contact, just a movement cue. Popped immediately beyond the arc and rose into a high-release jumper before Holmgren could even begin to close out. That release point is physically unreachable. There is no other player in the NBA who can threaten that shot from that distance against that coverage shell. The moment OKC switched a guard onto him, the entire floor shifted. Wembanyama sealed at the block, hips low, arms extended, and turned deep post catches into jump hooks, power finishes, and extension layups. Guards had no answer, none. His 24 rebounds were not a product of athleticism alone. They were positional intelligence. He shaded weak side before shots were released, used swim moves over crashing guards, and high-pointed the ball with a reach that turned contested possessions into clean grabs. Every single time. And then came the play that rewrote Oklahoma City's coverage map entirely. Wembanyama launched a three-pointer from over 30 feet, logo range. Once that goes in, Holmgren's pickup point has to extend to near half court. The lane opens, the slot expands. OKC is forced into a choice they cannot win. Guard the perimeter or protect the rim. They could not do both. In double overtime, Wembanyama answered with ceiling dunks in the final minute. High lob entries, defender pinned on his back, immediate vertical explosion, zero wasted motion. This is a small detail, but it changes everything. Dylan Harper finished with 7 steals, a team playoff record. And that number does not happen without Wembanyama's paint deterrence. When Wembanyama owns the lane, Harper can gamble. He can jump passing lanes, top lock shooters, and pressure the point of attack, knowing any straight line drive to the rim runs into elite length and elite timing. Wembanyama turned Harper into a cornerback. That is how elite interior presence reshapes an entire defense without showing up in the box score. At 22 years and 134 days old, Wembanyama became the youngest player in NBA history to post 40 points and 20 rebounds in a playoff game. He joined David Robinson as the only Spurs players with a 40-20 playoff game. He joined Shaquille O'Neal and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the only players in history with 40-plus points, 20-plus rebounds, and 3-plus blocks in the conference finals or beyond. The last player to reach 40 and 20 in the conference finals was Charles Barkley in 1993. This was not just a performance, it was a warning. The rest of the West just saw exactly what Victor Wembanyama can be when he is the offense, the anchor, and the smartest player on the floor all at once.